Okay, so our bass line. We're going to start here on a G. Now, my next note for this 5 chord, remember, I want to have a nice bass line that has a nice arc and a nice line to it, right? So let's just see if we can start by finding the closest possible note in our 5-7 chord, or just our 5 chord, sorry. So let's look at the notes in our 5 chord. It's D, F, and A, so that's this chord. There's a 5 chord. D, F, and A. So what's going to be my closest note to G? It's going to be F, actually F sharp. That's my closest possible note. And it goes down by a half step, which is totally cool. Let's put that in. Okay? So now I'm going down by a half step. Now that changed my Roman numeral a little bit, right? Because this is now no longer a root position 5 chord. This is now a 5-6 chord. Okay? It's totally okay. Now what's going to happen on the next note? It's another 5 chord is what I want to do, but I don't want to step up to the next note. So I don't want to step up to an A. That would be going here. I could. Well, let's try it. Let's try going to an A there. That's going to make this a 5-6-4 chord. And then what am I going to do on this 5-7? Can't really stay on the same note because I want to make this nice line. Could go up to the C, although what would happen if I went up to the C of the 5-7? Now I'm doubling the 7. Right, I've got 2 of the 7. That's the dissonant, that's the tendency tone. I don't want to double my 7th. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take this to the A, and I'm going to take this to a G. Why? Why to a G? A G is not in a 5 chord. Hold on to that for just a second. Let's change this one, because this is no longer a 5 chord, but this is a 5. Do you remember what we call that inversion? We call that a 4-3. This is a 5-4-3 chord now. And this bass note we're going to call, let's put PT. Remember what PT stands for? It's a passing tone. So in order to make a nice melody in the bass line, we're going to have a passing tone. We're just going to step right through G. That's totally okay. You can do that. We're still going to maintain this as a 5 chord. All right? Trust me. Let's move on. You'll see how this comes together when we fill out the harmony. So we have this 5-4-3. That totally works. Listen to my bass line. Wouldn't it be great if I could just go up the scale one more note to a B here? That would be so fantastic. Oops. Does that work? G, B, D. It sure does. But changes my inversion to a 1-6, which is totally okay. Remember, when we make the Roman numerals, don't worry too much about the inversions until we put the bass line in. So now I have this nice bass line. It'd be so cool if I could keep going, right? If I could get up to that C, will that C work? What's my chord? G, it's an A. A, C, E. It does work, right? That puts my third in the bass. That makes me on another 6 chord, which is okay. That's a 2-6. Here I have D in the bass, so I just continued right on even farther. Isn't that awesome? And then down to 1. So now I have this awesome bass line. Right? Steps right up. We can totally get away with that with this chord progression with one little passing tone of a cheat. So that bass line works. I don't know why this note turned gray on me. Huh. It's weird. Okay, well, let's hear what we have so far. Nice, right? All right, now for the last step, fill in our inner voices. Shouldn't be too hard because we kind of know everything we need to know, right? Let's go to it.